It's like looking at your hand, and you know, you may not be able to see, but I can see veins in there. The skin itself is transparent. The skin itself is translucent, and wood has that same inner depth and same quality to it, this accidental nature once you begin putting things together. It's a sensual feeling, and wood is like it's an organic material. It's like it still has life in it. I still have some logs that I've carried with me. I think one piece I have out there, which I don't know if I will ever use it, I've been carrying it with me and moving it since 1973. So it's kind of a religious thing, I guess. It's a tradition, maybe. The statement has to be attractive, I think, and I know that a lot of people get into my work without even understanding it. The first level is the craftsmanship, is the wood, is the beauty of the surface. But then if they stay with it long enough, then they get the message. If I'm doing a dog allegory, whereas the breed of the dog has something to do with the content of the piece, then I will try to find a color of wood which is close to that breed of the dog. Bird dog is an Irish setter with the long hair, but it's still very stylized, and that's kind of where that's that abstraction still working through. The dog itself, it's basically man's best friend, and therefore there's this personification of the dog that takes place, where being man's best friend, he's our confidant, and the dog has the goods on us, our good and our evil, all sides, all of our neuroses, all of our human failures. Is this dog is this companion spirit. When I did Kosovo dog, for example, or witness, I have two names for that. It was when the Kosovo War was still going on and they were uncovering these mass graves. Within that body of the dog, what comes up in my mind are the piles of bodies from the Holocaust. I see images from that. I also see images from the figures from a natural disaster of like Pompeii, the white figures that they had cast in plaster from the mold that the ashes had created, the stacks of skulls. So there, and we're talking about man's inhumanity to man. Sometimes truth is ugly, but I try to put it together not in a naive way, but in a beautiful way, because our whole life itself is nothing but contradiction. There's the beautiful and the ugly, and there's just so many people in my field who concentrate on the ugly. And I think if anything, I'm just bringing a little bit of a balance back, while still having the depth of content of dealing with the reality of life, that there is ugliness out there. And I think that all the education in all the world can't get you around to believing that beauty is anything other than that. You can intellectualize it, but it comes from the heart, it comes from the gut, and you know beauty when you see it. And all the theory in the world can't change that.